This program, it's definitely grown, especially I think mentally. We do different phases, and especially talking about the mental phase. I know from '06 until now, especially '06, '07, I don't think I would have been capable, nor could any of the girls kind of go through what we had been through, especially last season.
Well, from the very beginning, our coaches have always told us that a season is a process, and it's not just one game, it's not one weekend, but it's building on everything that you do, and that each time you build on something, it's going to make you better and better.
We have 4 people that are super passionate about coaching the game, and I think that starts from the top down. Coach Tar is very passionate about teaching. It's not just about telling people what to do, but rather teaching skills and teaching people how to handle themselves. We're going to teach the game, we're going to teach skills, we're never going to let a day go by where we don't learn something, where we don't get better.
I think that Coach Tar understands that getting players to play beyond their tools is really what it's all about, because not everyone's blessed with the 5-tool player and the unbelievable speed and arm strength and all those things, but I definitely think she allows the kids to find their niche, and she does not handcuff anybody from A to B, 1 to 25, however you want to say it. People get better.
I think great teams have to go through bumps on the road, and you have to look at the big picture. Everything is a process, and we do it for a reason. So the more things you can take out of what happens, the better you're going to be at the end.
We got swept by Stanford that first weekend out, actually, and we were just, we were kind of taken back a little bit, but we did realize that, we're in the toughest conference in the nation, and we kept telling ourselves, you don't win a national championship in March.
I mean, looking back on last fall, we were a totally different team than we were by the Florida series.
And so, yeah, during the season, it may not look like we were going to be the team to win, but we knew because we were tested. We won games close, we won blowouts, we lost blowouts, and we lost close games. So we knew exactly what we could do and what we couldn't do.
From the very beginning, I know that we believed that we were going to do it, whether we were losing in March or we were winning. You don't have to have a 60-2 record to win it.
Winning the whole thing, I think, happened before the third out actually took place.
Whether it's a game, whether it's your at-bat, whether you're throwing, whether you're pitching, everything's a process that you just build on each process, and it's like a step. You just keep building and building. And that's the approach our coaches want us to take. One game at a time, learn from it, build from it, and before you know it, we're going to be in a good spot by the end of the year. Our theme was a Not Today, and it was this idea of this family of geese and how when they trek down to the south, when they migrate, that someone is going to lead them, and they're all going to fly in this perfect V. And just because it's aerodynamic, it's most efficient, and sometimes the person who leads in front is going to come back to the back and let someone else lead. Or sometimes a couple people are going to fall off of the back, and then 2 more birds are going to follow them. And that was kind of like our idea of us. We're going to go, we're going to have our bumps, people are going to fall off, but there's going to be teammates there to pick them up. Leaders are going to change. Different people are going to lead at different times. And it's kind of funny because last year before games, I want to say it was before almost every game, we saw a flying V, and we knew it was a sign, like, it was to come. And we'd be warming up, and if we saw that flying V, everyone would stop and be like, look, it's the flying V, there we are, we're flying towards the national championship. So
Coach Tar kept the mental side of the game in the forefront and always kept that goal for us, just right there for us to grasp. It wasn't just so far ahead of us that we couldn't see it, but also we took it one game at a time, one pitch at a time, and that's in our locker room. We saw it every day, like take it one game at a time, and we'll get to the College World Series.
I had to practice every day, take extra cuts, extra this, extra that, and work out of my slump, and that's what I did. And once I hit the World Series, I think just adrenaline took over, and it wasn't so much thinking, it was just doing.
Coach Tar said, we were set on that hard road for a reason. It's true. And when we were finished up and we had, got to go see our parents and everything, the emotions of that whole week hit, because it's not just that championship game. And that's the biggest thing I feel like that I learned. It's just the first Georgia game onto that Arizona State game. That Arizona State game was a completely different game to the Georgia game where we lost. Like, there's so many different things that got us ready for that championship game. And I think when I think of all those emotions, that's what made the World Series the best for me. It wasn't just that, yeah, we got that out in that championship game. It's just there's so many great moments with your team.
This team has worked so hard to get to this moment.
To be a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
We've worked all season for this moment. We believe that we deserve to be here, and we're going to take it home.